So the key pain point that Permit solved for us is that we no longer have to go and build all of those UI and audit logging systems ourselves, and instead we can have a relatively mature, user-friendly interface to allow our product and sales teams to go and onboard additional users, as well as for the users to manage their own permissions without us having to go and build it. By condensing all of our security logic into a single service, such as Permit, it saved us a lot of time to not have to think about security while we're focused on the application behavior. My name is James. I'm the CTO of Centauri AI. Centauri AI, we build a product that allows financial analysts, usually quants, to look through a large number of PDF files, usually in the hundreds or thousands, very quickly, which reduces much of the manual labor. So we use AI to look through those PDFs very efficiently, and we allow the analysts to create templates as well as automation workflows for them to be able to finish their work very quickly. So prior to Permit, I worked at a couple of startups around the Bay Area, and almost all of them had their own in-house built authorization and authentication systems. And from a lot of those companies, I've learned how to do it, but also how not to do it. So we started looking at Permit because I didn't want to rebuild an authorization system that I've already built several times. I just wanted to go and use a service that already worked out of the box. For us, the biggest challenge was looking into the complexity of the system as well as customer demand. Having good security is a must, and we found that if security is easy to understand, then it's much easier to implement for our developers as well. And it's much easier to audit. It's much faster to go and develop features that require security. Most of our customers are not technically, let's say, they're very quantitative and they're very smart, but they're not necessarily the most technical people. And everybody has a good sense of the need for security, but it's hard to find someone who has the in-depth knowledge to know how to implement it properly. Having Permit simplifies a lot of the control plane for granting permissions to users for us and allow us to focus on building applications rather than explaining the security to our customers. We found Permit through Google as well as some Reddit threads and G2 reviews. It was hard to find another vendor that matched that sweet spot between complexity and simplicity. One thing that we appreciate about Permit is that it frees us up to go and build the application rather than think about security on every single route. That gave us a lot of time back to actually focus on building features, which means our customers are happier because they're seeing updates every single week. Building great security is hard and time consuming, but is absolutely necessary. If you make security easy to understand, easy to use, and fast, then by default, you have great security. We actually got Permit running on production on the same day where I started reading the docs. It took us all of one day to go and implement it, and maybe another day to just go and deploy it onto staging and production. It worked like a charm.